predictions and all of our analysis is here.
Alright, here we go.
Good match. Top Cougars taking back easy to get here, but Grid Surf
Hello.
the match will beat their semifinals performance of last.
Let me guess, you have not been asleep. You have been awake all night? Yep. They are gonna be nice and quiet and no one's gonna understand a word you're saying.
Against arguably one of the most threatening teams right now, Top Cougars taking out and down the blue wall. Who will come out top? Let's find out.
Yeah, both teams really getting some big wins there with the top four of Europe. I mean, you have Resolve taking down BDS last qualifier in the quarterfinals, and then now you have Top Cougars with a win against Karmikor. Both teams have proven that they can take down the top, but how do they stand against each other? Here we go.
If I'm being honest, I don't really know who I want to see win, but I feel like Resolve are gonna win.
It's like Top Cougars are coming off the fresh wave right now. You did what most people felt should have been impossible.
Yeah, I didn't understand a word you just said.
Biggest target on your back in
Bro,
Europe.
really?
Yeah, because you're speaking so quietly that your mic isn't even picking your voice up, so you cut out more than you were saying anything.
Yeah, you talk about waves here. You're missing the X factor, the waiting wave. He's going to be a big one on the pitch. If he starts having a good game, it could potentially change the course of things. We've seen him when he's on and when he's off, and an on game for Wave is series changing. Let's see how things look. So far in the start, things have been pretty controlled. We're starting to see just a little bit more ambition. You saw Cash there. He was looking for the pass. Raziers was downfield, though, waiting to see if he could intercept. But again, they're letting the ball get away from him. It's been really just a big change of possession here for the start.
Yeah, it's kind of just a, like you said,
Uh-oh. That's not a good start for Top Cougars. They just blocked each other.
Risk, or at least speed up the pace of play a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
Seamus gonna clear this one out here for Top Cougars. I think Top Cougars right now don't want to push Resolve too much. They just kind of want to see what they bring to the table. And there's Cash off the ceiling, shot on target, and relating wave off to the side.
But it's like your stream lagging and everything.
That was a good play from Cash, but not the first time we've seen that from Resolve here in the opener. They have been playing a little bit more in the solo. Saw Raziers trying to do one earlier, and they play off the follow very close. Hasn't really put them in any tough situations. That was the first shot of the game.
I might pop off actually.
Chance for goal.
I'm looking forward to.
Alright.
Top Cougars on the board.
I mean, this is
So, yeah.
what most people think of when you see a team like Top Cougars is just push all the
Okay,
way
that
up
was
to the end, the second
weird.
touch on it,
But-
pushing that
but
one on
wh-
through. But one goal
How
later,
did he
it's
get
really
that touch?
interesting. The fact that it's taken this long for
What?
somebody to find their way onto the board means you've got ample opportunity to play some solid defense and just extend your lead from here out. And Cash over to Raziers, finds him off the backboard, room for a double, and he wants him.
Jeez.
Acro with a save.
And there's more of those individual plays you're seeing out of Resolve. Again, it's looking good. They're able to get opportunities, but the defense has been pretty solid on Top Cougars. Not just, of course, with making the saves, but getting those transitions out, which makes them just being able to handle this particular play style from Resolve so well. Oh, Raziers was trying to see if he could get that pass mid to Cash, but again, that defender on that back wall just so threatening on shutting
Top
down the
Cougars
play
is just
that
coming out
they're
swinging.
trying to
They have all the
allow
confidence in the
Top
world
Cougars,
right
but
now.
It hasn't worked too much for them, as Top Cougars have been doing a good job of just mitigating Resolve.
This is some
kind of
great
forcing
pressure
them
from
into
them.
awkward spots, and then also
Incredible
shutting
even.
down defensively.
Well, been talking about
Yeah, just like what the
numerous
cast was
times, right, the
saying,
fact that Top
their
Cougars
defense
are
is
so
very
good
good
at
too.
having this adaptive play style to whoever they match up against. That's shot
That's just
opportunity.
that's
The
just
way
in?
Dave takes
Okay.
it for himself, the pass in field, so easy off the goal line, 2-0.
And this is the second time that we've seen a little bit of physicality come into play when leading to a goal. Simmons gets the demo to set things up. Acro sets it up for Wave. Last time around it was Wave who was setting up for Simmons. Now you're starting to see, again, just this really big physicality that's coming out of Top Cougars. So far, it's just been a good game one from them. Very solid up and down the field.
This has been a really, really good one here. Even on low boost, Cash able to find Yvonne. Let's try and open up a transition here for Resolve, but they haven't been able to find anything. They're constantly racing back home, and Seamus found that.
What?
Nothing but a laser.
God damn!
Just throws it up, says go get it, and he just literally the lightest of
What was that
touches
touch?
to get that change in the redirect speed. I mean, what a play! Top Cougars now up
Okay.
by 3. Holy.
Okay.
We've got a minute 52.
That looked like
and
he
Resolve
missed
haven't
it.
been able to find anything.
I
They've
guess
attempted to find
not.
each
I
other.
guess he
No
just got the
one- and
perfect
Yvonne
touch.
was
God
right on
damn.
it. Braziers just has to let this one fly back. Maybe a redirect forward. Sends it upfield, but Acro already there. And you said it time and time again. Top Cougars own their net. They own the backboard, the low ground. Most you can do is start doing this. You got to demo them out, push them all back. But even then, you've got less than 90 seconds to respond to 3 separate goals. It's been a rough opening game here for Resolve, but hopefully this could be the start of something.
Okay, I was gonna say,
The goal
that was like
comes down to 2.
a ridiculous.
Yeah, this one
That
nice.
was
It's a good
ridiculous.
setup. You see the
What
Cash
the
tries to
hell?
get a shot, or, I'm sorry, Razier's follows with a shot.
Okay.
And Cash is able to clean it all up. That is more of what it works best when you have that individual player kind of bring the ball up, pulling more defenders out of the net, being able to set up a follow-up, and then when the defense is scrambled, you get a goal-scoring opportunity. But we get it right back on the top.
I'm sorry.
Cougars. This is a top Cougars.
If I remember the
contest,
past,
way they're playing. Seamus especially, he's
top
got a hat
Cougars
trick.
didn't
Again,
really
bad
look like
defensive
they stood
clear,
much of a
great shot
chance
for
against a
net.
lot of
It
teams,
looks like game
but
was
then
gonna
look
be
good
a
against
game. Let's see
others.
something crazy out of Resolve here.
And like you kind of want to say it's free.
And if I
it definitely
remember,
feels that
Resolve
way, but it's so far
was
beyond
never
earned
one
from
that they
this
could
team.
beat.
They've caught out Resolve's
Unless
every
I'm
mistake and turned
stupid.
it into an opportunity to score.
I
And
probably
that's
am
where
just
I wanna
stupid, but-
commend them on it is no opportunity goes wasted if not created. 55
But
seconds
goddamn.
left. Relating Wave looking to turn this one into 5 off the
This is a
backboard.
great
Cash,
start for
though,
them.
out into the mid, but immediately everyone from Resolve gets sent back home, and it's just one shot after the other from this top Cougar squad.
Yeah, I like the fact that they double commit there to stop Wave. I mean, if they let Wave hit that shot, big momentum boost. There's already a momentum boost just having a 4-1 game 1. Of course, though, you have the best of 5 still, a lot of series left to go. But this has been pretty dominant here. And then if you are going to be on Resolve,
That was a good shot.
A shot from Razier's like that
Perfect
would be a good
placement.
one, being able to
Very
push that
good
one
power.
quickly. That second, well, he's third man.
Great
yeah,
pass
but in
out, I
terms of
guess.
second man, good 50 from Ivan to set him up. Top right corner slot. Will it be enough to bring it back? 2 goals needed. 22 seconds.
That was
to go.
weird,
We'll
though.
see something here off the kickoff.
It's definitely enough to make you feel a little bit better about these next 20 seconds, but you gotta own it from here. Off the ceiling, it's low boost, fakes a touch, let that one go down, but the play doesn't complete itself, and Razier is just there to collect it. Over Seamus, Kenny 50, off Acro, not quite, and instead, last remaining seconds go in favor of top Cougars, and they're just wasting the time that Resolve needed to try and come back in this game. Game number 1 belongs to top Cougars. Yesterday morning or this morning, they are very hungry. They're confident. They want to make another top 4 run. So right now it's a mindset game for Resolve to come back in just as strong as they did in their last qual.
All right, well, top Cougar set the tone. Let's see what happens. For Ben Tipple is the stage here on game 2. Already
Resolve making another
a little
top
bit of a
4.
demo.
Then
Wade
it's
playing
so
on 50.
chalk.
See Seamus playing it close. Raziers gets a chance. He steals the ball, steals the goal. It's the first goal for Resolve.
Okay.
I love this execution because
Resist don't give a fuck.
but it was so far beyond confident from
And his entire team's got shit on, and then he comes out and dunks the shit out of the first one, and then just scores because he catches out the other 2
It's like you
with
said,
that.
right? They got to make their own statement in the early games and set the tone for the rest of the game.
Right, they do just that. Ooh, good chance there. A good look. At least trying to see
What
if
the
they can
fuck
get
was
the
that?
passing on the side of Cougars, but yeah, I mean, when you get a
What just
shot
happened
like
to the
this,
screen?
It kind of just gives you
That wasn't me,
a
that was
sigh of
them.
relief. You can have a little bit more control. It gives you some time to think. You're not trying to force a situation because you know you need to get back into the game. We're seeing Cougars get a little bit more aggressive in the back end. Cash just doesn't get to play the game. Acro is demoing him left and right. He's even watching him off spawn. But Cash finally was be able to get a respawn and get on the ball here. Demo's being traded left and right. Maybe open look on the net. No, Cash tried to go for the fake. Chance here if he can get another bump. No, that's just gonna go in. Ivan will get the second.
Okay.
So Resolve kind of throwing
Reserve-
physicality right back at him. You see Cash
What?
take his time.
Reserve Resolve with the second goal.
Was there, puts the shot in. Defense just couldn't get back in time. There's just too much chaos going on.
Dude, it is pure chaos, and I expected it. Honestly, I think Resolve are very, very aware that it takes an insane top-notch amount of aggression to slow down a team like the top Cougars, right? And that's what they're doing. It's demos coming out of nowhere. Bumps, somebody's heading up in net, already trying to frustrate them a little bit, and it's working. So the fact that they're aware is really good headed into these next 4 minutes or so. You already see Yvonne on low boost, was trying to go for a couple of them. Finally,
This is more what I was expecting for the Oh. Why do I try and speak? I was about to say I was expecting like 2-0 hold leads for Resolve, but then nah. Simmons decides, fuck me, I guess, and just scores a flip reset goal on them. Okay, cool. You do that then. Bro, if Simmons got that, I was gonna say, I swear to God, he's the king of redirects, I swear, if he hit that.
It's honestly, it is the biggest response game ever in the most positive light for Resolve right now. Rizziers and Cash working their way to try and go through. It was almost a tiny W, almost found that angle off of it.
How did that not go in?
Transition back, Cash able to get the goal line save and clear it up into the corner, and a great touch from Cash over to Yvonne, trying to turn that into a transition, but instead immediately sent back home.
Now you can start to see top Cougars start to kind of take their time here a little bit more. Despite the urgency that may be needed from them, they recognize they have a lot of time on the clock. They just have to make the most of their opportunities. Defense has been kind of good here on the side of Resolve. They did give up one, but they haven't necessarily given up too many opportunities. A little bit of a threat there from the demo bump, but Acro handles it well.
Small demo there out into the mid, relating away with a shot. Double commit is a little
Resolve with the double.
for the defensive Resolve, but they're making it work for themselves. But it's not gonna stop here. Pressure is still on rotation. Finally, a big
that's just it.
into the net on
What happened?
one. They caught the defense off guard, and there you have it. Another extension to the Resolve lead.
Oh.
Yeah, there's just too many resources sent forward there from Cougars.
Okay.
I wasn't able to even get back on that play. You have Seamus and Relating Wave in the corner there, but no one's there for it. Clear.
Why is the screen so fuzzy?
When Relating Wave gets that touch towards Cash, it basically just gives Cash an open net, and he's got that shot with that car any day of the week, and you see he punishes.
That's better. That was weird.
Huge clear over. Can't quite get around Rizziers, but a demo starts to send the top Cougars back into the orange half. And here comes Resolve.
Oh, great save from Relating Wave.
But it's not
Not 100% sure if that was going in, but if it was, then that was definitely a great save.
Great 50, send that one upfield, but it's a little bit slower. Again, though, you are in a 2-goal lead if you're Resolve. You're pretty much just holding back top Cougars and trying not to let this game fall out of your hands.
Top Cougars is getting a little antsy. I mean, some of these challenges in the 50s just really seem rushed, and they're starting to take the ball away from each other. They're trying to keep a certain pace of play here, but they have to be careful to make sure it doesn't lead to more mistakes.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to risk anything, especially when you already started off the series so well in your favor, and you can kind of feel it slowly slipping away from you in the second game. It adds a little bit of pressure, especially, which is odd for a team that is playing with virtually no pressure right now, as far as besides the giant target on their backs for being the one team to take down KC and a bunch of people hating on you. But I don't know, you're pretty much at a point where you're trying to solidify yourselves as a top team and show who you are.
When you say a bunch of people hating on you, do you just mean a bunch of French people hating on you?
It's one thing to do things in the qualifiers, another to do things in the Swiss and even in the bracket.
But that's what you're supposed to say, I believe.
Being able to fight back really well, and they've changed things up. Their whole approach has been a lot different this game. Not really necessarily relying so much on the solo effort.
Right, nice and chill, brother.
They've been able to pull
Good damn.
out after getting that first goal, and then they just hit them with two counterattacks.
Did not have the boost for a play like that. A good attempt, but it wasn't happening.
Infield passing left, right, but Cash is able to get back in time and makes a good stop with no boost.
Oh man, that made me a little bit nervous for Resolve because I saw the call too. Defense looked a little bit shaky, but Cash, you know, having the fortitude to be able to decide to go back even on low boosts and prep for these shots is going to be massive for them in the coming games. 8 seconds left on the clock. You can take another one for the road home if you want, Yvonne. Go for it. 4-1.
Okay.
At 4 seconds, just
That was
owning
honestly the
game
perfect
over
response Resolve needed in this series.
You got to give credit to Cash. It's a great double there on the back end. Yvonne going upfield. He ended up taking the corner boost. In
That's
the back
all I
end,
needed.
Just again, just pulling up that starve. So the top Cougars rushing for a play where they don't have boosts to go rotate back towards. End up making another mistake. They get punished for it. 4-1. Score line completely cautious and keeping eyes on where top Cougars were. I think that was just really solid in terms of just being able to slow them down. Top Cougars struggled to get in the scoring department. Game 3, though, chance here for Cougars to be able to make some adjustments. Anybody's series at this point.
It really and truly is, and I'm expecting a lot closer of a matchup here in game number 3, because like you said, there's room for adjustments on both ends. And I think top Cougars play a really great adaptive game, and I'll say that about them a million
He's just
times
being
over.
magic. He's Magic Man chilling on the ceiling.
Teams that have responses
With
to
no
them.
boost.
Here's Yvonne.
Trying to.
Very low on boost.
I don't know if he was just trying to do a drop down pass trying to score, but either way, whatever he was trying to do was a pipe dream and he almost did it.
Finally able to cross the mid, but immediately sent back.
Oh, big whiff there on the side of Acro.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh.
This almost felt slow motion. Cash went for the demo, but even the bump, it didn't quite go in their favor. It still fell forward in Resolve's arms. At 4:16, Resolve get another lead.
Yeah, and even the defense couldn't make it back. You saw a team bump there towards the end. It's looking rough on the defensive side for top Cougars. They let one in. They're trying to see if they can get one back, but not enough. I mean, so close. But when you have a play like that from Resolve come through, it really does kind of take down the game plan just a little bit. We'll see. I mean, they're keeping the offensive pressure up. Still plenty of time to go in game 3.
Yep, you got a long ways to go as far as game 3 is concerned, and one goal doesn't quite win games against us.
There we go. There's the response.
Pass off the back.
There's the response.
Great read there to equalize game number 3.
Yeah, I mean,
Good bump from reloading waves there.
So big. Gets it past 1. Beautiful 50 pass 2. Sees Razier's going up, gets the bump, and sets up just the smallest of a lane for Seamus, who banks the shot. Well executed from Wave, well executed from
Did you
top.
say Seamus?
Yep, it's very high levels of communication
Isn't
from
it
this squad,
Simus?
especially when the passing plays start to come out. And we've seen it before, and I talked about it with you guys. Resolve, as far as game 2 is concerned, was really good at cutting those off. So the fact that this potentially could be an option for top Cougars headed into game 3 could be a really big detriment to the Resolve defense.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Cougars too. They're keeping that second man close. Acro had just pulled off on he just got a demo, then rotated really close to Seamus, who's on the solo, who just got the flip, who just got the goal. What the heck was that?
This is Seamus' field, and everybody is just feeding him the ball at this point. That is
Seamus is just
mechanics and
he is the GOAT right now. What
I mean, to be able to catch it, he gets the flip when he catches it.
Prime Vatira, Prime Zen, Prime Kato, Prime anyone. The hell out of here. It's Seamus' time. What the hell? This is not the same player that I remember watching in the past.
This is definitely top Cougars putting their foot down and saying, you know, if you guys aren't going to give us space, we're going to create it for ourselves, and that's what they're doing. But infield over to Cash gets denied. Seamus just going to pop this one up into the air, and Rizier's there to collect. Low boost, most you can do is try and push this one towards net, but Yvonne's shot goes off and wide, and top Cougars stay in the lead.
They have to be a little bit careful for top Cougars. They are starting to get a little bit jumpy there on the back, and we saw a couple of double commits there. All Resolve have to do is kind of slow things down on their end, and they may be able to catch him out. Even though top Cougars are in the lead, it is still looking a bit antsy from them. We see a double commit though on the back wall. Seamus is going to pop this up.
Oh, I've seen him. Seamus? Oh my god, I just did it. Even though Seamus... Wait. Oh, brain. Even though Seamus got that touch... No, it doesn't even matter.
This is pure
That was
team
great
play
play,
at this
yeah.
moment and communication, but even worse, it's the repetition of baiting out the Cougar defense, baiting them to come and challenge you and force you off, and then Resolve positioning themselves in a way that they can
Still
find
2 minutes of this game left.
Rizier's trying to go for the play, can't quite find his way through, but it's not going to stop here.
But still mid.
Over to Cash. Cash can't get past Seamus, and here comes the counter.
I can't get over that pass. That pass was just so nice to be able to just hit that on a dime. And Cash also, his positioning was perfect for that. He has to be basically in the opponent's net, and he's pretty much, he ends up putting whoever past the first into the third man on that play. I mean, what communication on the side of Resolve. Good stops there on the defensive end. You see Top Cougars trying to bring themselves back into this game.
Wait, so I don't know who has to win for Carmine just to be able to make the major, and who has to lose. But if I'm correct, Resolve can't win. Like they can't, like they should get knocked out in the Swiss. That's one of the things. BDS has to lose, which if I'm basing off their previous results and how they've been playing, not looking like that's gonna be that hard.
This could become one of the more intense OTs.
What did you need to lose?
It's shaping up to be that.
Which I don't see that happening, and I honestly don't want that one to happen. Because I love my boy Joya, and honestly I'm very happy to see that squad. That's a cool looking squad.
Knocking out. 30 seconds remaining here at regulation. Big bump there to get the ball midfield, but we'll see who takes possession as the time ticks down.
This isn't the end of it. You got 20 seconds, and neither of these teams aren't going to give it 100% until the end. Cash low boost. This one could center up for a shot. Rizziers wasn't quite ready for it. Instead, Relating Wave gets a demo on one. Can he get the 50 on the last? No, Acro.
He couldn't get the right touch.
As Rizziers takes this one away, pass over to Yvonne. It bounces up enough to
go. Who the fuck is Yvonne? Who the fuck is she talking about? Yvonne. It's Ivan.
Yvonne sends it back. Acro might try and kill this one, but Yvonne keeps it up. And Relating Wave's gonna be the one to kill it. We've got
I'm disgusted. I really am.
Big kill there for Wave. They were so low on boost in that back end. They almost had a chance with the clear, but hold on, they might have something off the kickoff. Rizziers had to jump for that. Relating Wave was bearing down. And just like that, we're back into tense situations.
It's not gonna stop too. The fact that the pressure just ramped up as the OT kicked off is just a testament to how good these two teams are right now. Relating Waves 50 goes back into the hands of Cash. He takes this one up into the air. There's nobody on the backboard. It could waterfall down into a shot if someone takes it. But Rezzier's timing was just a bit off.
Good bump.
Counter is gonna try and start as Acro loses this one out into the mid.
Yeah, Rezzier's diving for that, and I don't really think it was super good of a look. He's right now in defense with one boost.
Great slot from Relating Wave. Holy shit. He noticed that Rizziers was up on the wall with nothing. Yeah, that was just perfect for him.
And even then, playing for each other, they just have to recognize the situations that they're in, not necessarily rush some of these touches, because when they rush them, they end up putting that last man in some bad spots. So we've seen it happen a couple of times. It's something Top Cougars are more than happy to take advantage of. This is a big one. Can Top Cougars close out the series here?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Game number 4 here. This one off the backboard. Rizziers just wants to break out of his own half. This one flicks over.
This could be dangerous for Cougars to push up like that.
Back into this half. It's a shot opportunity just a bit wide, but threats already coming out in the early stages of game number 4. It's a musty forward, though, for Resolve. They're getting held back just a bit, but it's not going to stop. Pressure continues on.
Yeah, I mean, but Top Cougars position-wise, very aggressive. Does he have the flip? No, he plays it low!
No. Brother. Simus is ridiculous.
I'm telling you, it is straight confidence. And I was very
nah, brother. Brother.
If there was gonna be
I have never seen a player do this like this before. Okay, that's a lie. But it's been a while. Go back to Flooded.
Yeah, I mean, but on the never mind.
Saw 3-0 Lunar Galaxy.
I thought Related Wave all gold. I guess they got a great crossbar over there. Great post as well, apparently. Alright. Listen, Top Cougars, the way it's looking, no one, including their own net, doesn't want to see them lose here. We have to see see if they can continue to keep up the pace though, because they are, again, that is still a mistake you have to highlight. Relating Wave just getting a little too jumpy. Team is in the back end there here with low boost.
Oh no, that's the first mistake I've seen from Simus.
They haven't been able to read the game as well as they
Didn't
have.
even
We know
cause
that
a goal anyway.
here, and it's
Oh
been
boy.
a struggle here early. Of course, it is round 1 of Swiss, but this is not the start you want to have if you're trying to get back in the top 8.
No, I think if, especially in round 1, you want to come out making a really big statement to the rest of the teams of what to expect. And Top Cougars have the pressure to come out of here with a big win, especially if you're a match point, right? You don't want to lose this one away from yourselves, because then it kind of not necessarily makes your win on KC look like a fluke, but it's kind of taken away the credibility of your consistency as a whole. And so right now they're just trying to solidify themselves as one of the most consistent teams in Europe right now. Holding on to that 1-goal lead for the most part has been not too much of a struggle, and it's a big clear looking to extend it too.
Top Cougars only have that one shot from Siemens. They haven't necessarily been focused on putting in the shot chances, just kind of more mitigating the pressure. This is big for Resolve because it does allow you to kind of put your foot here on the gas. They're giving you a good amount of space. You just got to take advantage of a great save from Relating Wave. He's got 3 this game.
Yeah, Relating Wave is honestly been a highlight for me as far as the defense is concerned. He's bailed them out of quite a couple sticky situations that Resolve has been trying to put them into, but for now, Resolve back on the defensive end where they've been for what feels like the majority of the series. And if there's one person you don't want to have the ball, it's this guy, Simas, from the ceiling and down. Cash takes it away, tries to get this one over to Riziers, but he's low on boost. Most you can do is flick over, pass this one over to Cash, doubles off the side to try and
Not gonna lie for a second there, I thought Simus was about to go.
And the offense just owns it.
He's been doing so good too as well. I mean, all series long, just been a great performance here. But man, even with Resolve here, just having 8 shots to their name, it doesn't feel like they've had too much of that pressure. They're trying to get physical here, but even then, not able to pick up and hold on to possession. Then they have to play the counterattack. We need to see more midfield presence from them. We haven't. They've been able to give up this ball time and time again, and then they have to try to, again, hit a counterattack. Doesn't work out. They go back to their own end. We need to see a change here. A minute 15 to go. They're down by 1.
I'm so frustrated for Resolve because they're not even necessarily playing a terrible game. It's just accuracy, low-key, is what is hindering them right now, right? You talked about the 8 shots. I believe it turned into 9 with that one over from Cash, but nothing has found its way through, and some of these opportunities would be a little bit more lucky if the shot was on target.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. Being shots on target, but also having that second man. Oh! Relating Wave almost put Raziers in a tough spot. He had to kind of react to that when he didn't know if Wave was going to get a redirect or get a flip there.
Nothing's really happening. Stalemate game.
It almost shocked Raziers. You see Acro just again forcing the issue. Now you're seeing Top
There's
Cougars
some okay looks, but nothing really off
because they
that.
know Resolve is going to try to get up the field. How do we stop that? We play the 50 game, we win our challenges, and then we go for plays like this. Control the ball down the field. It kills so much time off the clock, forcing Resolve to try to take the ball back from their own end. And now the time's ticking down. We're at the final 10.
This is not the end of it. 7 seconds left.
Resolve can still score. They need to.
Yvonne's racing back. Simas is forcing the pressure on it. This one bounces
Ooh, they
up.
kept it up.
Can he keep it there?
But a straight to Cougars.
Up into the sky. They're trying to kill the ball, and they're not
Yeah. Well played. Well played. Genuinely to Cougars. That shows why they won against KC. But and I know Saar won against KC too, but I was not expecting a 3-0 sweep against Luna Galaxy like that. That's incredible. GG's to Cougars. Like to see them to do more then.